Hey, welcome to Wager Talk Studios, Wager Talk TV, Wager Talk Network of sports information, sports entertainment. We sincerely appreciate you dropping in, sharing some of your valuable time with us. And in this case, for instance, today, a dialogue of college basketball matchup. One in the Pacific Northwest against tradition-rich programs in the Pac-12 basketball programs. In particular, USC. USC travels to Washington to take on the 19th ranked Cougars in a Pac-12 showdown Thursday night, tonight, February 29th, leap year, and a game that's pretty big for much more so for Washington State than the Trojans. The Trojans are a pedestrian group that are going to be NIT bound, or one of the subsets of the college basketball national championship, the big dance, should I say. The Trojans check in. Record 11-16 overall, 5-11 in Pac-12 play. The Cougars are much more impressive, 21-7 overall, 12-5 in league play. Now, scheduled tip-off tonight, 10:30 p.m. Eastern, 7:30 real-time Vegas time. The Trojans come off a big Saturday win, 62-56 victory over inner-city rival UCLA. Allowed them to split the bragging rights of these two teams, two pedestrian basketball teams in LA. And before that, the Trojans were sliding out of control. Before that victory Saturday night over the Bruins, they'd lost 3 or 4 and looked really horrible doing it. Boogie Ellis and Isaiah Collier did not produce or protect or add enough juice to game night to give the Trojans a chance to win. Boogie did score 24 to lead the Trojans in that Saturday win over UCLA. Collier chipped in 11, and the Trojans kept the Bruins from jumping into third place in the Pac-12. That's something to talk about. Something they had to brag about the last 3 days. They really the Trojans need a strong finish to even be considered for NIT, in my opinion, truthfully, because of the power, the capabilities of the Pac-12. I still think as much as they showed themselves to be capable early in the season, late season action and production and wins and losses by teams that matter in conference rankings set them back a little bit. They backslid, in my opinion. So UC they really don't have a leg to stand on, and their backers included don't have a leg to stand on to be pushing in tonight against a Washington State team that's hungry and capable. The metrics for this USC squad, pedestrian. Even less than that, they rank in weighted statistics 8th in the conference offensively, 9th defensively. Those rankings, those statistics are not going to intimidate game night opponents, let alone scare them. So USC has the ability to command attention when running their offensive half-court sets. They do a good job of valuing the basketball, but they just allow far too many easy, uncontested shots defensively, and they do a poor job defending their glass, surrendering the most second-chance points in the conference. No Brandon Garner, again tonight for USC. He's the only injury of note for both sides. And the home team is a tough out. Washington State, they had their 8-game winning streak halted in Tempe. A bad loss, I think, to the Arizona State Cougars. A 73-61 loss on the heels of a huge win over the Arizona Wildcats at the McHale Center. Washington State, they're not dynamic offensively, being meander around the middle of the league in offensive efficiency, but they're a difficult team to beat, especially on game night against an opponent that's dependent on scoring at the rim, which is USC. USC is not very good from the perimeter, shooting percentage-wise. They won't be able to control tempo tonight, and the Cougars hang their hat on the defensive coat rack, guys. They rank second in the Pac-12 in scoring defense, top the league charts in field goal defense, and sit in the 4th spot defending the 3-line. They're 3rd in total rebounds per game, and in the top half of giveaways or turnovers per game. They do everything that it takes for a big, long, lengthy squad that doesn't run that well up and down the court. They're not going to beat teams up and down the court in high-tempo game, but they defend the glass, they take care of the ball, and they take care of the glass. And they shoot for a high percentage because they take high percentage shots. In the end, Washington State will command the points in the paint. They'll go to the free throw line more than the Trojans will, just what happened in the first meeting between these two when Washington State won by 8 in Los Angeles. The way to earn basketball credit, skill set, play hard defense this time of year. and command your backboard. Defend your backboard and rim, and don't give away free possessions. It's how Washington won the first. It's how they'll win tonight. I'm Tony Finn. Tonight, it's Washington State minus a pretty big number, almost 10 there, in the state of Washington. USC leads the loser. Those who have tickets on the Cougars minus the points, cash. I'm Tony Finn. Drop by tomorrow. We'll talk more basketball.